So let's look at the 8 men who will be in here. Sam Stewart in lane 1, Jake Foster in lane 2, Jake and Carson in lanes 2 and 4. They are brothers. Jay Litherland made the U.S. Olympic team 4 years ago, 5 years ago technically because of the year delay. Then Khalisz, Bobby Fink, David Johnston, and in lane 8, Michael Daly. Here is Litherland, such an interesting story. He speaks Japanese very well. His mom is from Japan. Actually, he and his 2 other brothers, he's one of a series of triplets, they all speak Japanese and have Japanese citizenship. So what it would mean for Litherland to win here or finish second and in all likelihood make the team, he would go back to the nation he was born in. He was born in Osaka, Japan, and be in the Olympic Games representing Team USA. He's done it before, and he'll try to do it again. He was an Olympian in Rio in 2016.
Take your mark.
So 8 laps, 400 meters. It's the butterfly, the backstroke, the breaststroke, and then freestyle. 400 IM, what often Rowdy is called the decathlon of swimming.
Yeah, a lot of people will definitely say it's the toughest event in all of swimming. And here's how this race is going to shape up. Carson will bust it out the first 200. Everyone else will have to chase him down in the breaststroke, and nobody in the world is better than Chase Khalisz in that breaststroke. Then you have 4 great freestylers packed up in the middle of the pool running that freestyle down the last 2 lengths. It really is going to be a great first race at these Olympic trials.
So Carson Foster, lane 4, 19 years old, swam the 5th fastest time in the world in the prelims earlier today and has the lead after the first 100 meters, going out in 55.69 seconds.
A couple tenths faster than he was in the prelims. He has tremendous long axis strokes. What does that mean? That means backstroke and freestyle. So his 2nd and 4th legs are really, really good. And if you think about the way this race shapes up, there is Jay Litherland right above him, kind of just sneaking in there. But look at this guy. That's Chase Khalisz, best all-around swimmer in the world in 2017, world champion, 200 IM, 400 IM. Fell off the map a little bit in 2019, suffered some injuries, had a little setback, but he is bound and determined to make this team again here in 2021.
Khalisz is in 3rd, really almost stroke for stroke with Bobby Fink, closer to you in lane 6. They're in 3rd and 4th right now as Carson Foster, the 19-year-old, continues to pace the swimmers halfway through as they transition from back to breaststroke.
Okay, so he's 158.6. I'm talking about Foster in 4th. Khalisz was 3 seconds behind him. Just keep that in mind. When you watch Chase Khalisz right there start to make his move. He's got a lot of room to make up to catch Foster, but he's right there with his old teammate, Jay Litherland, up there. Boy, Foster's looking good, isn't he?
Yep.
Right?
He certainly is. Khalisz and Litherland were the 2 who represented the U.S. in Tokyo. Now Khalisz has overtaken his teammate Litherland for 2nd, but it's still Carson Foster from Montgomery, Ohio. The 19-year-old on top by about a body length, but Khalisz closing.
Yeah, there he goes. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Foster buzzing it out. Khalisz chasing him down on the breaststroke. And by the 300 mark, I don't know, that 3 seconds just evaporated like that. Wow, what a leg for Chase Khalisz.
Final 100, Khalisz in the lead. Foster behind, Litherland right above him in lane 3.
Chase is breathing right into Foster. They both are wonderful freestylers. I talked about Foster being a great freestyler. Hey, listen, Chase Khalisz was not a world champion if he didn't have a great last 100. So both of them will be able to get home. And most likely, as we will say all along, most likely both of them will move on to Tokyo.
Can Litherland make a move here in these last 40 meters? He's in 3rd right now.
Remember, he did this at the World Championship back in 19 when he almost chased Seto down for the World Championship, and here he comes.
He's trying to chase down Foster for second. It is Khalisz, a half a body length ahead with 10 meters to go. Khalisz is going to punch that ticket to Tokyo. The battle for second. Foster just touches ahead of Litherland.
No, that's wrong. Litherland got him.
Yep, he did by
had
0.5 of a second.
Yeah. That clock was wrong. It was visible to the naked eye. Litherland got him.
I agree. Litherland.
Well, we had to call
Foster.
it because the clock said it, right? I mean, it set the place, but that was, I mean, it was so visible to the naked eye.
You saw that left arm reach out, so in all likelihood, the same two who represented Team USA in the 400 IM in Rio will go back to Tokyo. For certain, Khalisz will go as the winner of this heat. Litherland very likely to by finishing second, just out-touching Foster.
Wow. And look at Foster. You knew he was going to do it. He might have put a little bit too much on that first 200. That's the halfway point. He might have just put the pedal to the metal a little too much. And here's the 300. So remember, Khalisz, he was 3 seconds down. 3 seconds, right?
Wild.
And he goes into the lead at the 300. And boy, you don't think this is a heart of a champion on the end? Yes, sir. He's on his way to Tokyo. And there's Litherland right there above him. Might just be joining him. What a finish for Jay Litherland.
And Khalisz, 4:09.09. That's the second fastest time in the world this year, with Litherland almost certainly joining him on Team USA. And Carson Foster had a tremendous swim. The 19-year-old looks like he will miss by a half second of making Team USA in the 400 men's individual medley. One last look at the finish. Litherland in lane 3 on your right with the touch clearly ahead of Carson Foster. Michael Phelps, a buddy of Chase Khalisz, with good reason. Reason to stand and cheer an impressive performance. Khalisz, who won the silver in Rio in 2016, the first to make the U.S. Olympic swim team. A great way to start the first of the finals at the trials. And Chase is walking over now with a chance to visit with Michelle Tafoya.
Oh, Chase, you're headed back to the Olympic Games. Now, Carson Foster gave you quite a battle. He had a 3-second lead at one point. What did you have to do to overcome that?
This is Olympic trials. Times don't matter, and it's all about racing. I knew where I needed to be, and I made my move right when I needed to make my move, and I'm happy with how that played out.
This is an historic Olympic Games. We've been off schedule a little bit, and you are the first name on that Olympic team roster. What does it mean to you?
It's been a rough year. It's been, I guess, a tough 2 years, but to make it with my teammate Jay, who I get to train with every single day, that's the coolest part.
Congratulations. We want you to sign the drum to signify that you're headed to Tokyo. Congratulations, Chase.
Traditional taiko Japanese drum. He will go over and sign. That will be a scene repeated a lot this week. Michelle, it is just the beginning. There's Michael Phelps down there for a hug with Chase Khalisz.